Welcome to Srilata Organic Farming. Let us see ecological engineering principles for the species biodiversity, ecosystem functions, ecosystem services. Ecological engineering strategies includes below ground and above ground. Below ground strategies are soil organic matter, nutrient and compaction management. When it comes to the above ground, cover crops, crop rotations, hedgerows, attractive and repellent plants, these are all the above ground principles. When you see the pillars of agroecosystem health, when it is balanced below ground approaches and above ground approaches, then only crop health and ecosystem health can be maintained. For that, first step is below ground, which is also called bottom up control. Developing soils rich in organic matter and microbial activity. That is the same concept in the organic farming also. Grow your soil is the concept of organic farming. Before growing crops, grow your soil. How to grow your soil? Grow your soil with the organic matter, improve the organic matter, and grow your soil with the microbial activity, improved microbial activity. That is bottom up approach and below ground approach. When it comes to the above ground, crop rotation, which is very important, cultural practices, which are very important, mulching, flowering crops, and various other crops like attractant plants, repellent plants, hedgerows, all these things are very important for above ground biodiversity and biodiversity of the natural enemies, beneficial insects. When all these are present only, comfortably, the natural enemies can stay in the field and do their duty of controlling the pests. This is very, very important slide. Everyone must understand. What is happening in the rhizosphere of a plant? That is very important, rhizosphere, because plant means we are seeing only appearance only, the shoots, the flowers, the fruits, above ground parts. But what is happening in the rhizosphere, root zone? The root zone is surrounded by so many microbes in the soil. Soil is never a dead one, it is living one. Always consider soil is living. It is completely loaded with microbes, small insects and other organisms. So many organisms are in the soil. You will not find dead soil without any organisms in the agriculture field. So in the rhizosphere zone, there are so many interactions among the microbes. The microbes, some are very bad. Those are called pathogens. The pathogens, they could be bacteria, fungi, or microfauna, whatever could be. They causes diseases to the plants, various diseases like wilt, rots, anthracnose, whatever disease you call, that is called caused by these microbial pathogens. Then coming to the other microbes, which are very good. Good in the sense they are mutualistic. They form associations with the plants and support the plant growth. Some are symbiotic. They form symbiotic associations with the plants and promote the growth. And some microbes are neutralists. They neither cause any pathogenic effects or nor the beneficial effects, but neutralists. But neutralists are also good. They offer competition to the pathogens. So, if you see the pathogens, bacteria, fungi and microfauna, we will discuss in detail what are all the bacteria, fungi and microfauna which causes diseases to the plants. Coming to the beneficial organisms, the mycorrhiza, the beneficial endophytes, plant growth promoting rhizobacteria, nitrogen fixers, phosphate solubilizers, all these things, they are very good for the plant. If you see the neutralists, free living and saprotrophs like microfauna, fungi, and bacteria. Those are free living. They neither form any mutualistic association or symbiotic associations with the plants, but they are free living and saprophytes. So, as long as the population of pathogens are checked by these neutralists and mutualists and beneficial organisms, as long as they offer competition at the rhizosphere, the pathogens are under check. They will not get any entry point into the plants. They were checked by the good microbes. The bad microbes are checked by the good microbes. That's why always our effort should be to increase the good microbes in the rhizosphere zone. Either they could be neutralists, mutualists, symbionts, or whatever may be. The good microbes are to be at higher activity level at the root zone. Higher activity level means the activity level at which they can check the pathogens, the bad microbes. So as long as this balance is maintained, the crops are immune to the pathogens. They resist the pathogens. But the problem here is at any point of time when the pathogen is appearing on a plant or inside the plant, we use so many fungicides, bactericides. When we use the fungicide, it kills both useful and harmful fungus. If a bactericide is used, it kills both harmful and useful bacteria. But in organic farming or ecological engineering, neither bactericide nor fungicide are permitted to control the pathogens. So then, what we can do? Load your ecosystem with good microbes, whatever way possible, and feed them. You may ask me how to feed the microbes. You have to feed them with organic matter. They consume organic matter as their food. So these are all the ecological principles. So what the rhizosphere engineering says, there are good microbes, bad microbes, and ugly microbes, which causes food contamination like aspergillus and all. The ugly microbes means. As long as your good microbes are huge in number and offering competition to the bad and ugly microbes, your crop is safe. The living soil concept, what it says, when you use biofertilizers and biopesticides, biofertilizers, they fix nitrogen, phosphor, they solubilize phosphorus, mobilize potash, solubilize zinc, like that. So many activities they perform in the soil. Hormones production, chitinase and catalase activity, like that. So many activities. They induce resistance in various ways to the plants. Even they could detoxify the heavy metals with various actions of biosorption, precipitation, bioaccumulation, and they have their own mechanisms of detoxification of heavy metals. Bioremediation of organic pollutants, degradation of complex compounds through enzyme systems such as hydrolases, deoxygenases, and they can bioremediate the organic pollutants. And nutrient acquisition, so they can release the nutrients and acquire the nutrients. In this way, the soil microbes are useful in many ways to the plants. If you see, the rhizobium fixes nitrogen in the pulses. It is plant growth promoting rhizobacteria. Glomus also plant growth promoting rhizobacteria. So plant mineral nutrition increases, water uptake also increases. And they also, biopesticides, they suppress the diseases, improve the growth. They are having some primary effects and secondary effects. The biofertilizers' primary effect is nutrition supply. Secondary effect is immunity improvement. Biopesticides' primary role is antimicrobial compounds and suppressing the pests. The secondary role is they also act as plant growth promoting rhizobacteria. So like this, they have primary roles and secondary roles and improves the plant growth and immunity and resistance. You can see various types of microbes which are permitted in the organic farming. Pseudomonas, bacillus, which are bacteria, trichoderma, EPF, entomopathogenic fungi, and entomopathogenic nematodes. Trichoderma, one special session is required on the trichoderma because which is a super fungus, special fungus, which gives so many solutions to the plant health issues in the organic farming. So we have seen underground approaches. In our next session, let us see the above ground approaches, ecological engineering by habitat manipulation. Thank you. Signing off, Srilata.